I'm telling somebody right now. 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 I'm telling somebody right now.
Hey, what's up, y'all? I found Kasparoza's so-called Nazi, so now I can pile a few videos together to show y'all about this dude. First, I'm going to show y'all a clip from Kasparoza.
Like a group of us here, about, I don't know, I would say about 14 or 15 of us. We get together sometime. Well, we get together, I don't know, every other week, something like that. And I mentioned to one of the guys that I was gonna talk to for my class, and I said, well, what do you think if it goes well? If you want to invite him down, maybe we could invite him to do a speaking thing here. And he says, are you fucking kidding me? Do you know how that would go over? He's like, are you fucking kidding me? Do you understand how many liberals, Democrats there are here? It just, have you heard of a thing called Antifa? You know,
yeah, I've met Antifa here. Yeah, it's probably worse in New York. Oh gosh, I can imagine. Vancouver's kind of a sleepy town compared to like Berkeley or New York, or Boston. You're in Boston, right?
Yeah, but I live in New York, but Boston. But it's New York's a little bit more liberal than Boston, Massachusetts. But it's there's a lot more white people up in Boston in the general, and not in the schools. It's mixed, but in the area in the up in New England, it's a lot more white. Thank God.
Yeah, it's very white. Hey, yeah.
New York is so it's a melting pot of just one person who smells on top of the other. To be frank.
Okay, so this dude is supposed to be like some kind of big Nazi or something, but I found clips where this guy kind of talks bad about Nazis.
No, you said Klaus Schwab's father worked for Hitler. You're implying Hitler, but you know yourself the Germans lost in 1945, but the
I don't believe that.
Lose.
I don't believe they. I believe they won.
Oh, explain that, because they didn't. Explain
Well, did you ever hear of Alan Dulles?
I know Alan Dulles, yeah.
And the paperclip scientists?
Yes.
And they came here and they took over the country.
There's no evidence for that. How could 1,600 rocket scientists?
There was much more, but it doesn't matter. It's not.
It does matter. How could 1,600 rocket scientists take over the United States? That's laughable. That is laughable.
Brian, will you stop? Will you stop? Let me finish. Okay. It's not Nazis or Jews or anybody. It's the psychology of technology.
Now you're changing the subject. You said they didn't lose. You have to justify that's laughable.
Brian, will you stop interrupting me?
No, you've been interrupting everybody. How do you support the evidence that the Nazis didn't lose? Give us some evidence now.
Klaus Schwab.
Nazis lost.
They both won. They used each other.
The Nazis lost. How can you say that they won?
Here's the deal.
How can you say the Germans
won
the war?
Goodbye. Listen, you keep interrupting me. You won't let me finish, and then you can comment.
Okay, answer.
Okay, so this dude wasn't speaking too favorable of Nazis right there. But now I'm going to show you a couple more clips of the kind of stuff this dude actually does talk about.
But there's mostly negative press. Like, I think since the reptilians perhaps own and control the press, they give negative press to the Greys. Most people have a negative view of the Greys, but the actual experiencers who've been there, they're saying 85% is actually positive.
He's like some kind of ufologist and shit. He talks about reptilians, gray aliens, and all that Buddhism stuff.
And this is the biggest day of the year, like Christmas for Buddhists. This is Wesak Day. This is the day we celebrate the birth, enlightenment of death of the Buddha. And being a Theravada Buddhist, you know, and having taught this for like the last 25 years, I've got to observe it, right? I want to observe it. And I'm going to read some quotes from my book. This is my second book. And you can purchase this from Amazon. The link is below this video. And he's referring to the American government trying to maintain UFO secrecy. He said, you can't have a meeting, tell everybody, okay, this is truth about UFOs. Now, please don't tell anybody. You're sworn to secrecy. He said, that's not the way you have a secrecy oath. I have this picture behind me here, right? This is about the secrecy oath. So he said, the way to maintain secrecy, since the biggest secret in the world, I believe, is UFO secrecy across all 200 countries. He said, the way to maintain secrecy about the truth about aliens and UFOs is that you only tell the people who need to know. It's on a need to know basis. So that's why there's such compartmentalization within governments about UFO secrecy and truth. One guy working at one desk doesn't know what the guy in the next cubicle beside him is working on. That's how you maintain secrecy. I agree with that.
Okay, man. I'm not saying this dude is a Nazi, and I'm not saying he's not. All I'm saying is I don't see it. Casbo posted that video calling this dude a Nazi, and then he put MRE in the title and made it like fucking clickbait. Honestly, it looks like Casbo's got an obsession, and at this point, he'll say anything he can, no matter if it's facts or not. Casbo wants to get a movie deal, and he wants them to make a movie about him like that movie Black Klansman. He watched that movie, and now he thinks he's going to make his life like that. I guess we'll see what happens.
Listen, I spent 20 years as a gay male.
No,
But,
you did not.
Yes, but I grew out of it.